Day 11 of my diet. This is day 11, so today is the 12th of January. I didn't diet on January the 1st. I cheated all day. I had a nice big meal on January the 1st, and I was enjoying that. Probably had a lot of sodium in it, so I think I retained a lot of water and gave myself a really great starting weight. But the bottom line is, I've been really tracking this on a daily basis, and 11 days into my diet, I've lost 11 pounds in 11 days. So, here's my thoughts on that is it's probably a lot of water weight, probably some water weight there, probably 4 or 5 pounds of water weight. I don't know. I don't know how long you can sustain losing water. I think I'm consuming quite a bit of water every day. I drink tons of these filled with water. And so I'm not really sure that I am losing a lot of water. Whatever water weight I lost was maybe right at the beginning, but I'm certainly replenishing the water. And I'm having keto salts also. I noticed that my legs were cramping up over a few days. So I started having keto salts that have like potassium and sodium and magnesium, iron, phosphate, a couple, maybe one or two other things. And that's really helped. I found that made a big difference with leg cramping and muscle cramping. So I do know that that's an issue with this kind of a diet. But I've been very thorough and very disciplined about the diet. I haven't really cheated knowingly. I think that maybe I've had maybe an extra almond or two, but it's not like I've had an extra bowl of rice or anything like that. I've really kept it disciplined. I have made sure that I don't go by the snack tray or the pantry in our home. I kind of avoid that. I've actually posted myself a little note up there and say, stay out of here for 30 days or 60 days. So we'll see if we can kind of maintain the pace. So here we are. I've got 11 pounds off and in 11 days. So that means I've got 19 pounds in 49 days. So I think that this goal is achievable right now. I don't know what kind of life events are going to pop up on a Tuesday afternoon to change everything that's happening. But right now, given current circumstances, I think that if I continue doing what I've done, I'm going to definitely hit my goal of losing the remaining 19 pounds that I have in the next 49 days. Do I think I can lose the weight by the end of January? I don't know. I don't know about that, but we'll see. We'll see if we can keep up this pace. I don't think that that's necessary for me to go and be that aggressive. Although I don't think it's very unhealthy. I think that it is healthy. You can do it. People have done this. And I think that you have to just do it the right way. It's not like I'm eating cheese and ho-hos to lose this weight, right? I'm eating broccoli and chicken, and I'm also supplementing with multivitamins and regular supplementation so that I don't kind of deplete those necessary elements from my body. So we're kind of working through this in a fast pace, but a very disciplined pace. How do I feel? Well, hungry at times. The first couple days I was very hungry, and that kind of like subsided, right? The idea is that, I remind myself that hunger means that I'm losing weight because I track my calories I track my daily weight very carefully. I'll show it to you. I built a little calendar, and it's kind of like a little chain calendar where I just make a check mark to make sure that I followed my diet that day, and then I track a couple of metrics, my weight, my blood glucose, my blood sugar levels. And I'm reminded when I have hunger pains that hunger pain means that I'm losing weight. I'm achieving, right? So my hunger pain says, you lost 11 pounds, so it was worth it. So I'm kind of like using those mechanisms to motivate myself so that I can continue to lose this weight. So do I feel hungry? Yeah, I feel hungry right now, but I'll be eating in probably 30 minutes. It'll be lunchtime in about 30 minutes. So I know that I'm going to get to the next meal. And that's one of the other things too, that the last time I did this, about 8 to 10 years ago, I kept reminding myself that there's a meal coming up. Like I'm going to make it. Like I can make it for 2 hours, right? Like you can make it to the next 2 hours. and I know that fasting doesn't work for me because I never really know when that next meal is coming. Like I don't know how long I can fast, and I've tried to fast, and it's not really working for me. I think I'm a calorie deficit guy. I'm just a regular calorie deficit guy. So that's what I'm going to try to do is continue and maintain this diet. So I feel hungry. What else do I feel? I feel less brain foggy. I think I was having a lot of carbs, and those carbs might have been affecting sort of like how tired I am in the morning and how tired I feel throughout the day. I don't feel as tired. I feel actually quite rested and quite awake. And I think that's going to play into something else I'm going to talk about here in a minute. But I feel better. I feel a little bit more alert. Do I feel like I can sit down and crunch numbers and read all day and do sort of the normal things that I do for part of my work? I found that I struggled a little bit with that, and that I am, having an extra cup of coffee wasn't helping me there. So I found that maybe I'm not there, and maybe I'm kind of just rebalancing myself. So we'll see how that goes. So the amount of energy that I have hasn't really shifted. I think that I'm just as energetic now. I do a lot of things around our home, and worked on a lot of projects this weekend. In fact, some pretty hectic projects sort of running around our house. And I didn't feel like I had no energy. I felt I was hungry, but I didn't feel like I had no energy. I also didn't feel like I was hypoglycemic, which is something that I noticed in the past when I had a lot of carbs and I'd come off of that carb rush. I'd get a little bit hypoglycemic. My blood sugar would drop maybe down to, in the 70s, and I'd start to shake and feel that. But I haven't felt that much. My blood sugar has been pretty stable. I tend to measure it a fair bit just for kicks. It's not because I need to, but just because I've wanted to kind of figure that part out, to see where I'm at with blood sugar and ketones and all that stuff. So that's been good. Energy's been good. And one of the things that I want to talk about too was sleep. So sleeping better. And part of the reason for sleeping better is not eating anything at night that would keep me awake. So, maybe I'd sneak in some chocolate at night, but that's got caffeine in it, and I'm pretty sensitive to caffeine. But the other thing too is that sleep apnea. Yeah, that was a little bit of a problem. So my sleep apnea is sort of weight related. Once I get beyond 185 to 190 pounds, I block up when I lay back on my back. I have to sleep on my side to open up my nasal passages to flow air in and out. But if I lie on my back, apparently my tissues just, fall down a little bit, and I can't breathe out. I can breathe in, but I can't breathe out. It just blocks up, and then I have to, it wakes me up. And then I end up sleeping on my side, and my shoulder hurts, and this shoulder hurts, and it's kind of nonsense. It becomes very, very difficult to manage over time. But now that I'm below that threshold, I can lay down on my back and sleep for 3 or 4 hours without waking up, which is really refreshing. And that probably has a lot to do with the level of alertness that I have right now. So a big benefit of losing some weight is being able to sleep better, because I'm not having those breathing issues now. I don't know that I'll have them. I'm sure I'll have them in the future at a lower weight as I age, and that skin or the tissues sort of sag no matter what weight you're at. I've noticed that with my parents and my siblings, that they have the same problem. No matter what weight they're at, they still have that issue, and that's a physiological issue. But right now, I can push off having to wear a CPAP into the future, because if I maintain a low weight, it's not going to be too much of an issue for me. So I feel good. I feel good on that aspect. I do note that when I get hungry, I just down some water. I just grab a liter of water, and I just suck that back. I put my mineral mix in here twice a day, so that I make sure that I've got those electrolytes going in my body, and it feels good. So far, doing good. I think better than I expected. Actually, much better than I expected. Probably the numbers aren't the truth. And when I'm saying that, these are the actual numbers, but the numbers are probably not telling the actual biological story that's going on. Am I losing only fat mass? Am I losing lean muscle mass? Am I losing bone mass? I don't really know. And I think the answer is maybe it's some combination of all three. Am I losing water mass? Yeah, probably. Am I losing brain mass? Certainly not losing hair mass. But I am losing something, and so the scale doesn't lie. That's where I'm at. I'm using an electronic scale that sort of tracks my weight every day. I'm using an app that tracks my weight, so I've got the record of my numbers, and then I write them down. And so this is encouraging progress, and I will continue to post a couple more videos just to see where I'm at, maybe in 5 or 6 days, and hopefully this is useful for someone who's trying to lose weight. You can do it. It's a matter of just being determined to do it. I found that the hardest part of losing weight is making the decision to lose weight. The actual mechanics of losing weight it's just mechanics. Like, you just have to learn the method. But the decision, sort of that emotional decision to lose the weight, I struggled with that, and I can see where people struggle with that. And I don't know why I struggled with that. I mean, it's a no-brainer to lose weight, but I struggled with it. Your brain messes with you. It wants you to do things that you don't necessarily want to do, which is like, eat comfort food and kind of just, not work at something. So I'm a disciplined guy, and I'm gonna beat this. We're gonna make sure that we get back down to a weight that makes sense for the fact that I've got 2 little kids, and my wife needs me to be healthy. So we're gonna continue to work on this, and I'll update you in a few days or in a week, and see where we're at. Cheers.